My karmic soul, thank God, knew enough to hit the bricks when it was time to go. He fucking hit the bricks, and I'm so grateful he did. I was the one trying to cling on to him because I didn't know. I thought he, and I was the same, but I hadn't found my twin yet. So I thought he was like, because I felt my twin's energy in the park where we were. That's how intense the energy is between twin flames. Is in 2010, I went on a date with, well, I had been talking to this guy online, and we agreed to meet in a park, or well, actually, we didn't meet in the park. We met at this bus station, and then we walked to the park and had our first date. And right away, we went to this park, and I was like, oh my god, we sat we sat exactly like in the middle of the park, and I just felt this like intense energy. It was so incredible. It was like when we were together in this park, I kept feeling this energy, and I thought, wow, this guy is amazing. Well, it wasn't even his energy. My twin's energy and my energy is so powerful that I felt his energy in 2010 from 2022. My twin, I actually found him in 2022, and he was working at both ends of this park. Like one end of the park, he was working in the morning, and then right after he finished that job, he would cross the park to the other end and work in a restaurant that was on the other side of the park. So he worked one job in the morning. It was so he was working at both ends of the park in 2022. And I felt his energy in 2010. It really messed me up because I thought because I ended up marrying this guy that I was because I thought he was my twin. And I was like really clinging to him because I thought he was my twin because of the energy that I felt in the park. And there were all kinds of red flags. I mean, this guy, well, he was a good provider and he's really good looking. I mean, beautiful. Really good looking guy. Had all the style that I liked. He had, when I had found him, he kind of dressed sort of like those I always like James Dean kind of like look about him, which I loved, and he did his hair like the old way, and he was just like look really cool. But there were red flags. He would have a temper like he wouldn't yell at me, but I heard him yelling at other people, and there were girls calling him and stuff, and he would yell at them, and he didn't want them bothering him while he was with me, and he definitely put me on a pedestal, but I knew he was he was a tomcat, that one. But also his temper. But I thought he was my twin, so I allowed a lot of crap from him, even though he was a really good provider. Very good provider. I never had to pay for anything. He bought me everything. He took care of everything. When he didn't have money for something, he took out a loan for me to make sure all my bills were paid, and he was a very good provider. And he was crazy about me. Really crazy about me. But even though I was with him for 13 years, I never really fully committed to him. We were married, but I never fully committed to him. We lived in different countries, and I had no intention on moving to. But it's not like I didn't have any intention. No, I had put it off to one day, someday. I'll. I mean, it's weird, right? I was married to him, and he was like, this was the source of all of our arguments. Is like he wanted me to be home. And I should have been, because then I could have got my citizenship from that country, ironically, which is what I really want right now. But I could have gotten it, but I didn't because I didn't want to commit. I didn't want to commit to him. Something inside of me knew that he's not it. Like my soul knew. I didn't know physically. But my soul knew he was not it. But the karmic can really do a good job of mimicking your twin flame. So that's where the confusion would be. But see, thank God my karmic knew when to hit the bricks. And he did, thank God, right before I found my twin. So I knew. I was like, oh, when I saw my twin, that's why. It was all so clear. That's why all that shit happened. That's why and I was fighting it for nothing. Who? So and so who? It was like I went 13 years. What? I don't even remember that. I was like, who the hell is that? This so and so who? Because I didn't see anybody. After I saw my twin, I was like, this is him. This the man right here. That's my love. There he is the whole time. The whole time. And after that, that was it for me. I knew when you find your twin and you know that you cannot accept lesser connections. He was the one I was being guided to my entire life. And I knew it. Which is confusing because it's like, why he didn't know? He felt it too. But he was like, he was leaving the karmic also when I met him. He was leaving her. Then he went back because he got scared of the love. It was very, very intense. And he got scared. He wasn't used to it. He wasn't used to actually being loved by anyone. I think he still doesn't really fully understand, or maybe thinks he's not good enough for that love, which is ridiculous. But it can be very frustrating, and there is like negative energies that do not want us to unite, so they'll creep in negative thoughts, making you delay. And I've even been affected by that. Not by, like, he's asked me to come to him a few times, and the first time I was like, yes, I bought my ticket right away. But I postponed it because I thought I was heavy. And I didn't want him to see me like that. And it was negative thoughts about my weight, and I wanted to look my best for him. He would have loved me anyway. I should have just came right away, because then I didn't come right away, and he got into some trouble with his car. And then I still could have come and rented a car for us. But I let negative thoughts also interfere with that, so I just waited. And then he asked me again, and I also wanted to postpone because of my weight. And then I was going through something. But these negative, even just things like that, get in the way. You can't let anything get in the way of your union. When it comes calling, you just go. Because these masculines, they tend to be, I don't want to say impatient. When they know they want something, they want it right in a minute. And you got to jump on that. And not just go. It's not like, I thought of it like, what, do you think he ignored me all this time and then he snapped his fingers and I'm supposed to jump? I'm thinking of it like that. I'm like, hell no, I don't do that. Even you are my twin. Fuck that. You don't get to control me like that. I'm not a doormat. I'm not, respect me. But I'm thinking, you just, when the opportunity arises for you to come together, you just need to jump on it and then worry about all the other stuff later. He'll see, or she'll see.